All right, guys. Hey, what's up? Welcome. It is the number one podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. My question today, let's get this little angle here, man. There we go. There we go. So, okay, my question, what do a 19-year-old UFC prodigy, a denied champion, and a $30 million podcast deal tell us about seizing opportunities in 2025? So today we're going to be breaking down the biggest moves in combat sports and extracting some $1 million wisdom, some lessons that you can apply right away. As ever, if you have questions, just hit me up in the chat. They will show up on the screen. Yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing good. Give me a roll call where you coming from. I am broadcasting out of Denver right now. Yeah, it is 10:30 here in Colorado. Finally got some nice weather. Got crazy stuff on the horizon here for us. Before we get into the news, we get chit-chatting. CatchCon. CatchCon, dude. We got 22 spots already gone. So that means all the mace bells are gone. That's part of one of the deals. If I get enough guys to show up, I will get another batch for you guys. But I made the promise. First 20, early bird gets the worm. You get an deluxe, loadable, customizable mace belt by Addicts. Addicts maces. You can change the weight on the mace. So it's like 10 maces in one. Got those for everybody who jumped on. So congratulations to you guys. I will have a sip of my double matcha tea with you guys. So CatchCon, gonna be huge, man. We got Frank Shamrock. He's coming out of retirement on the seminar circuit just for this. He's coming out. We're also taking Frank. He's agreed to be exclusive to Scientific Wrestling, so he's coming out to Hawaii with us as well. If you want to book Frank Shamrock, let me know. 4-time undefeated UFC champion, legend, king of pancrase, man, beast mode, the prototype for the modern MMA fighter, and legendary catch guy trained by Minoru Suzuki and Masakatsu Funaki. So excited, blessed to have him. He's my coach. He even mentions me in his MMA for Dummies book. So very grateful to have Frank on board. We have El Presidente of Shoot Pro Wrestling, Pat Miletich, UFC Hall of Fame, coming out. He's going to be coaching as well. He's going to be absolutely amazing. Imagine if Ninja got the low taper fade. Dude, that sounds like my son. Anyway, hello. Yeah, so I figured something out. Do you guys got kids? Do you got some of these Gen Zers? You got to get down with the lingo, man. It drives them crazy. I tell them, hey, man, I ain't trying to rage bait you. I'm trying to just get on the Riz, man. I'm trying to get you on the Riz. So anyway, yeah. So this guy edits, a little bit of education about the F-22 Raptor. Okay, go ahead, man. Whatever you need to do, bro. Something about a jet. That's cool. What's up, Chanel? Happy to see you. Thank you for dropping by. So yeah, we got Frank Shamrock. We got Pat Miletich, UFC Hall of Famer. Guy is going to be coaching you. He's coached 11 world MMA champions. So not only do you get Frank Shamrock's wisdom, you get Pat Miletich's wisdom. He was coaching guys like Jens Pulver, Robbie Lawler, Matt Hughes. Then, if that weren't enough, Wade Chalice, National Wrestling Hall of Fame, Guinness record holder for the most wins and pins in all of recorded wrestling. All you trendy who's that are out there. Oh, pinning. Yeah, guess what? We brought pinning to grappling. We brought pinning to MMA. We released the Pinisher way back, man. This was like probably 2000, I want to say 2014. We filmed that at Jeremy Horn's gym, by the way, another Militich guy. So, guys, get out here. And then you can also have the Scientific Wrestling Elite coaches. Obviously, me, I will be there. Sam Cresson, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What is he, like 4th degree black belt now? Chris Howder, black belt. And then we got Jesse Merez. Everybody knows Jesse, Coach Jesse. We've got Coach Gil, all of us. Rick Brown, #1 mace trainer. You're going to get certified in mace. You're going to get certified in catch. And then it's 7 minutes. We're at the Anasiete Training Club, great wrestling gym in Vegas, 7 minutes off the strip. You could buy the package and sleep in the house with the coaches, the Airbnb we got, the big one. You can have dinners with the coaches. You got to go to catchcon.us. It's going to be sick. Racing Master knew who's the WWE Race Master Ninja got the little taper. Dude, I have no idea. Maybe that's Mason. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good, man. We're going to blow this up. It's going to be fantastic. Hope to see you February 21st through 23rd. On the 23rd, and I got some surprises for those people who show up. Some big surprises. We are hosting the King of Catch Shoot Pro Wrestling CatchCon tournament. $1,000, 3 divisions, over under 80 kilo, and a tag team division. You could walk away, bet on yourself, walk away with $1,000. Go to catchcon.us, get on there right away. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this news. I was talking about this 19-year-old UFC prodigy, a champion denied, $30 million podcast deal, all that kind of stuff. So I want to talk to you guys. Did you hear about this? Mighty Mouse, Demetrious Johnson, man, he was denied. Did you hear about this? He was denied entry to the Performance Institute, the Performance Center, right? I'm not sure exactly what the heck went on, but it's kind of interesting to me that he got like disallowed, right? And it was actually Makhachev who was talking about this. He was really shocked that that Mighty Mouse was told that he can't not go to the Performance Institute because he is not a current fighter, right? That's wild. I mean, Khabib is allowed though. So, I don't know what's going on there. Like UFC is definitely a political organization. Obviously, you could ask Frank Shamrock all about that at CatchCon. Frank used to teach Dana and used to teach the Fertittas. Like he was their personal coach for a while. But politics is not pretty. Frank should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, why is it that Khabib's not on the current roster, but he can go whenever he wants, but Mighty Mouse can't? Good question, man. Good question. I wonder why. Another thing coming up, for those of you guys that give a crap, Theo Vaughn. You guys like Theo Vaughn? He's like everywhere, man. He's like on my For You page or whenever when I'm scrolling, dude, it's always Theo Vaughn with his weird style of comedy. I like him. He seems like a cool dude. I guess he's doing another episode of the Rogan podcast. They've got like 2 of the top. So Theo Vaughn's podcast is one of the top podcasts. And then you got Rogan. So you bring them both together, man. It's like huge. I guess that's coming up soon. I would love to get on Rogan. People tell me that all the time. Like, man, you need to be on Rogan. You got to go on there and talk about catch wrestling and all this other stuff. The funny story about Joe Rogan, he was kind of my wingman for my marriage to my wife. We've been married 20 years together this year. I think it's our 19th anniversary in June. Love my wife, got 3 kids. We have an amazing marriage. She's an amazing human. And at that time, I knew Joe kind of tangentially. I was running a forum on MMA.tv, the underground. I do all these things. I've been around. And Joe was lurking and came to my defense on some things. I was shocked. And anyway, he gave me his phone number. We were chatting. This is probably 2004. This is maybe 2005. Anyway, I told him I was going on a date and I'm going to the comedy club taking her. And dude, he took good care of me, man. He put me front row. brought us backstage, made me seem like a bigger deal than I was, to impress my now wife. So thank you, Joe Rogan. I think you deserve every bit of the success you've gotten, man. You're a real dude. Anyway, where are all you guys watching from, man? We got all these people on the feeds. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. We got, hey, what's up, Chanel? Happy to see you. Yeah. Anyway, so just curious, where you guys? What's the roll call? So the funny thing is about this Khabib being allowed in, but Mighty Mouse not. I think it's a lesson on business institutions. We can even look at this with all this crazy stuff going on with Trump. Um, you know, Trump came in. They gave him so much crap when he was outside the institution. They tried to throw him in prison for life. They impeached him 3 times. They tried to kill him. And listen, man, I'm not privy to any special information, but it certainly looks like people within our own government were involved in some sketchy stuff. And I mean, I was not a fan of Trump in term 1 at all. I was really not impressed. I was pretty annoyed, like most people. I do feel he was better than Hillary, but it was like by margins. But this post lawfare, you know what I mean by lawfare? When they use the law to harass you and waste your money, it's like warfare, but they use the law. This post lawfare, post assassination attempt, 2 assassination attempts, they radicalized him. I like this Trump dude. He's like, screw it. The guy I was rooting for was Bobby Kennedy Jr. And then they made a team, and then got Tulsi on the team, got Elon Musk, got Vivek. So, dude, this is like a power team, bro. So I'm so excited about it. But it's so funny because he won in a landslide, won the House, won the Senate, won the president. Like, it was just a bloodbath for the Democrats last election because people are sick of it. When he was outside the institution, all political, outside the institution, nothing really, was going for him. And now he's inside the institution, dude. He's got everything going. It's amazing. Like his first 100 days he's done more in his first week than what I think Biden did the whole thing. But this is the same thing. Like, look at Mighty Mouse and Khabib. Khabib, because he's coaching all these champions and whatever, making him money. Maybe Mighty Mouse doesn't. I mean, I don't know how. I know that Dana White, again, he was instrumental on all the Trump stuff. I know he's fiercely loyal. So I don't know what happened with him and Frank Shamrock, or what's going on with him and Mighty Mouse, why they're in disfavor. If anybody's got any insights into that, I'd love to hear it. But, I think like you've got to always figure out how to create value, right? And I think this is one of the things, like, you got to walk this fine line of how do you be yourself, advocate for yourself, talk, but not create enemies. This is something that I've had to learn as I get older. I'm 51. In my youth, man, I just would rage. I just straight out. I didn't care about rage bait or anything like that. I just straight out say it, and I wasn't really thoughtful sometimes. And I apologize if that ever spilled out on you. But, the thing is like, as I get older, I realize that everything you want that's in the marketplace is people. So, how can you maintain integrity to yourself without putting other people off? And I think by and large, there's some simple stuff. I think just being polite and thoughtful, not being rude or deliberately off-putting. I think those go a long way. You can still beg to differ. I do think that that's something that maybe the Republicans, and again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I think they're all jokers. I think all those terms are becoming meaningless because you see all the Democrats like Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, all these people who were lifelong Democrats moving to the Republicans, and all these Republicans like Mitt Romney and Liz Cheney moving over the Democrats. Just goes to show you that it's just tribalism, man. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, Just curious, man, like what your take is on it, because I think that you've got to really maintain these friendships and these relationships even when you differ. Like this is what I think a lot of the people on the woke left or whatever you want to call it. I don't know these terms, but they're very intolerant, man. Like if you weren't along with all the giving hormones to kids and stuff, you were a racist or a sexist or whatever, a bigot. I don't know, man. I think they alienated everybody. I think that's why everybody went and voted in a landslide the other way, even if they didn't identify it, as Republicans. They just were more open-minded, which is ironic because that's how I think a lot of people identified with the left and the Democrats for a minute anyway. Anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about people. So I guess it's the same thing, but I want to talk from a different angle. Instead of the old politics and the institutions, let's talk about the new blood, right? So I know the UFC just signed 19-year-old daughter of Alice Pereira, Alicia, right? I don't know if you guys saw that. I think that's absolutely fascinating. I love that. I think new blood is very important, and you got to give them a chance to test themselves. So this is really exciting. I think that we have to be careful of ageism. It's a very interesting time we live in. There's a lot of young people making a lot of money. And they're making a lot of money because they are moving with the trends. A lot of people, oh, you can't have your kids on social media. Oh, you can't. Well, dude, these kids are making a killing on TikTok and stuff, the ones that are on, right? So are you actually creating a bit of a handicap for your kids by not allowing them to get in there and start figuring out how to make money with it? I mean, it's just an idea, right? But I think it's kind of like we got to be careful about ageism. Ageism's a thing, man. Like I have a baby face. I still look young. People are like, "You're 51." Like, yeah, I'm 51. Well, until they see my bald head, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." But um, for a long time, that worked against me, man. I was, I was 29. I had a master's degree in financial math, and I knew a lot of things, and I created successful businesses, and I couldn't get people a lot of times to take me serious, and they should have, But you have to balance that against that you're lumped in with a bunch of people for a reason. Unfortunately, this is, to me, I think one of the biggest problems of our age is this whole identity politics thing, this generalizing about people when instead of looking at them like MLK would say, looking at the content of the character and looking at their race or creed or color, that kind of thing. So anyway, I want to talk to you about this very interesting to me. You guys all know Paige Van Zandt, right? You know who I'm talking about? Good looking lady. Good looking lady. I think, isn't she the one that's got the OnlyFans? I don't know. But I guess she's just signed a deal, man. She's going to be fighting under the GFL, the Global Fight League. So, and it's a gobbling up people. I know I saw some people, I think, in the UK. I think I saw Mike Grundy signed up for them. Who else did I see? But anyway, they negotiated contract for her, but I don't know what the compensation looks like. Have any of you guys heard how much she's going to be getting paid? I don't know, man. I'd love to know how much they're getting paid, right? Also, you guys, how many of you guys out there remember Matt Hamill, UFC fighter, hearing impaired guy? He's been popping up lately too. Just curious if you guys have been following some of this or not. But anyway, I'm trying to disrupt an industry. Hey, what's up, Checkmate Entertainment? Happy to see you, bro. Let me bring you up here. What's up, dude? Happy to see you. So this GFL, I'm always trying to disrupt, bro. I'm always trying to disrupt things. Always. So think about it. The mace bell did not exist. Mace training, the mace movement did not exist, man. Had I been hit by a bus, pretty sure a lot of people would be making money another way. Okay. Total disruption. Scientific wrestling. A lot of people know about catch wrestling now that did not know, right? Disruption. I did this in reverse mortgages, created the first reverse mortgage consultancy. I'm doing this with my wife's company on the software side. I'm doing this now with Number One Coaching, right? Its price was on the call with you and Matt about Shoot Pro. Matt Price. I don't know, man. Is that a typo? Anyway, happy to see you, dude. Happy to see you. Welcome to the show. Any questions, just light them up, man. You got me live right now. Yeah, but anyway, this disrupting, like, here's another disruptor, dude. So this global fight league, awesome, but is it really a disruptor? I mean, just kind of looks like every other MMA promotion, just going to be real. I'm not meaning, I know you guys are excited to have contracts, and I'm really happy for you guys because I'm always happy for people to win. But, is it really all that new or shocking? I don't know. Clearly they're funded. But, it's like me with Shoot Pro Wrestling. Are you guys on our YouTube channel? Man, I have got Shoot Pro pumping out, dude. We just did a cage match. So if you don't know Shoot Pro Wrestling, shoot in the old language of professional wrestling, like there's all this like insider terms. A shoot means a real contest, like real competition. Okay. So that's what catch wrestling is. So catch as catch can, which I'm known for, again, disruptive scientific wrestling. Catch as catch can this is what I've been trying to tell people. It is the most impactful, quantifiably impactful combat sport when you count the number of athletes, coaches, fans, and business people involved with catch as catch can and its direct descendants, including not just catch, but Olympic wrestling, scholastic freestyle wrestling in the United States, MMA. Shuto came first, guys. Wake it up. It was Karl Gotch and Sayama that got MMA going. And then Pancrase, way before UFC. So what do we got? We got Olympic freestyle. We got scholastic folk style. We got MMA. Hate to break it to you, even all you Brazilian jiu-jitsu dudes, but then also pro wrestling, WWE, top 10 in YouTube channels, massive reach. Every single, had catch wrestling not existed, none of that stuff would be as big as it is today. That's a true. Bigger in soccer, more impact. Okay. So what am I trying to do with Shoot Pro? I'm trying to now say, let's bring it back. But it's also innovative, right? So, anyway, one of the things that we're doing here is we're not just doing, King of Catch. I was able to get a rule set co-developed by Karl Gotch, the guy who helped with Shuto, New Japan Pro Wrestling, just super legend guy. Very, very fortunate. He helped me put together these rules. I sent him rules. We went back and forth. He made some adjustments. And anyway, King of Catch, the longest running catch as catch can competition ever to exist. Been going since 2007. Also, the first in the modern age. There had not been a catch wrestling specific, intentional, deliberate competition under catch wrestling rules, and in particular tournament since the 1909 Alhambra tournament in England. Now, who gives a shit? What I'm talking about is the importance of true disruption. So Shoot Pro, I took those singles matches, the catch wrestling King Catch rules, singles matches, but we extrapolated and innovated. We said, you know what? There's never been shoot tag team pro wrestling before. We did a whole tournament, crowned world champions. My pal, world champion grappler Brandon Ruiz is a tag team champion for us. Okay, Jacoby Jones, former LFA light heavyweight champions, our middleweight champ, on straight singles matches. We've done triple shoots, which are basically three-way single man tag, like in UFC would be, or in WWE would be a triple threat match. We've done cage matches, which is basically our rule set for catch wrestling inside of a cage, MMA cage now. Anyway, so, oh yeah, hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, okay. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for jumping on. But you got to disrupt, dude. So Shoot Pro, we're blowing up, man. We got big distribution. We got an open-ender agreement with Triller. So we're trying to chase up some really killer footage. That is going to be, some of this footage is going to be filmed, high-end footage. We got a great videographer coming out to CatchCon in Vegas here at the end of February. Dude, You want to get on the TV, man, get to the event. It's going to be killer. And register for the tournament. You don't have to come to the whole thing. You could just sign up to compete in the tournament and win $1,000 if you win either over 80 kilo, under 80 kilo, or you got a tag team partner and you register that way. So anyway, we're trying to do this disruptive stuff. I don't know if I'd really consider this global fight league so much of a disruption. I don't see anything they're doing different. I do see like the bare knuckle boxing stuff that's disruptive. Power slap, I think it's dumb, but it's disruptive. I wouldn't really call it disruptive though. GFL. Anyway, I'm curious on your take. If you guys maybe know a little more about GFL than I do, throw it up in the chat. Anyway, UFC is making big moves. You know, we know that TKO is the merger between WWE and UFC. My work, I love it because my work has preluded this, right? This merger of pro wrestling and MMA. That's what we do at Scientific Wrestling and Shoe Pro Wrestling and King and Catch. So I love it. They're expanding out into the international market. They're going out into Saudi Arabia. Remember, man, I said it earlier, business is about people. So the more people you can reach, the better. I know WWE's got a Saudi Arabia event. It was really, really controversial because the Saudis have different views on women's rights than we do. But they did like a women's tournament out there. So, you know, is it bad that they showed up? Should we be boycotting them or should we go and do our show? They want it, you know, WWE anyway, their show. And maybe change the culture from within by we're in there and then they showed the women's wrestling. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what your guys' perspective is, but my question to you is, and I was kind of asked this earlier in a different context, but how do you maintain your authenticity while you expand into these new markets? Right? I think WWE is the master of that stuff, right? So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here unless you guys have any specific questions. Super, super excited for the end of this month. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but I was the number one, you know, with my company being called number one, you got to be number one. I was the number one elite 10X business coach for Grant Cardone. Some pretty stiff competition, some really amazing other business coaches, but I eked it out. Well, I didn't eke it out. I completely dominated. I'm going to be real, but that's just because I worked harder than anybody. That's what I'm doing now. It's a Sunday. I've been in here since 7 a.m. working on other projects. And here I am now promoting CatchCon. And, you know, again, like I said, we are going to be out in Hawaii. Scientific Wrestling Hawaii is going to be hosting Frank Shamrock out in Kona. So check that out. Also, we will be out in D.C. Pat Miletich and Kamal Shalarus. If you don't know Shalarus, he was the gatekeeper for Khabib, dude. He was the first guy, a very, very good Persian wrestler. If you guys don't know, by the way, our number one biggest city in terms of views is actually Tehran, and LA is number two, and then New York. Like people in Iran, in Persia, they love wrestling, dude. It's part of the culture. So anyway, we've got Kamal Shalarus, super excited for him. Going to be coaching out in DC. That's going to be in May. Again, we're going to be turning that into an event. I got some big names coming out for that show to perform on that. Love to have you guys out there. If I can help you guys on your business, I am a freaking business nerd. That's why I'm the number one elite 10X business coach. I would love to help you. You guys could go check out the case studies, the testimonials, what I've been able to do. Maybe I can't help you. Maybe you know somebody, an entrepreneur that's suffering the last couple of years. This last administration's made it very hard to be a small business owner, but I can make it easy. Check out Number One Coaching, spelled just like that, no1coaching.com. What else? Oh, yeah, I did want to give you another update. So remember, CatchCon, go to catchcon.us. That's going to be killer in Vegas. 2, remember, number1coaching.com. We're expanding. If I can help you guys, we just brought on a really, really big 31 franchise hybrid self-defense shooting company that we're helping. So excited to help them expand and perform better. But how many of you guys follow the carnivore diet? Any of you guys do that? I love this, dude. I've been writing blogs, and you might want to go check out the blogs. Go to Number One Coaching. Tons of free content, free resources to help you as an entrepreneur. I wrote a whole blog there about my own personal ketogenic journey, right? I called it ketogenesis, like in play on words. Anyway, dude, back in '94, I was testing out the Atkins diet. '93. Then I started looking at the paleo diet. I felt like the paleo diet was the best one. Even started working with, I didn't do it. You guys see all the successful business ventures I've done, but you should see all the ones that have failed. And one of them that I tried to get going was a paleo athlete certification with the guy who's kind of credited with starting a lot of it. And his name's Lauren Cordain. He's a nutrition professor here at the University of Northern Colorado. He wrote the paleo diet book back in the day. Anyway, I switched to paleo diet, and then, as a wrestling coach and a wrestler, I had to figure out how to best drop weight and that kind of stuff. I stumbled onto something called the Body Opus diet. It was a pure protein diet only for bodybuilders. And that, I guess, would later evolve into the carnivore diet, the one that you hear Rogan and everybody else talk about. I went 2 weekends ago with my wife to Dallas. I don't know if you've seen this, Candy Frazier or Dr. Sean O'Mara doing a lot with Primal Bod, Alpha Bod. Really, really cool program. Went to that, learned a lot, really great educators. Curious if you guys mess around with any of that stuff. But anyway, I'm going to jump here. I don't see anybody asking questions. I see everybody lurking, nobody asking questions. So I'm going to jump. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Remember, catchcon.us, get in the room. Don't be stupid, man. When am I going to get Pat Miletich, Frank Shamrock, Wade Chalice, Rick Brown, me, Sam Crescent, Jesse Merez, and Gil all of us, and plus all the studs coming in. When are they ever going to be in the same room together, dude? Just get in the room. Figure it out. Plus, it's 7 minutes off the strip. That's the best time, by the way, late February to go to Vegas. It's like 120 degrees at midnight in the summertime. You want to go when it's night. It's going to be beautiful, dude. Anyway, super excited. Get out there for that. If I can help you or anybody you know with Number One Coaching with your business, let me know. And then other than that, you could just hit me in the DMs. If I can help you, I'm here. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will